Welcome back, everybody. This is Josh here with Basement Level Magic, and we are headed into our round 2 with our blue-red Devoid. We'll go ahead and keep this. Definitely a decent starting hand. A turn 2 play would be awesome to see. Oh, instead, we showed in round 1 that we are really good at drawing lands, and so we just decided to keep doing it. Ugh. Oh, he's got the perfect mana. There's one of our infiltrators that we were supposed to get. Herald of Kozilek is right on time. I'm going to play the Ruination Guide. And then attack it with the Infiltrator. I'd like to play Clutch of Currents with Awaken, and we're already one land away from doing it, so it's not really much holding us back from doing that now. Especially for a 1/4. Nothing too exciting about getting rid of that. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of exiling here, I'm sure. Oh, good deal. It got rid of a land for us. Alright, From Beyond. That card is gonna stink. So right here, I'm tempted to just go ahead and Clutch of Currents the Infiltrator. It'll allow us to get in for 5, and we'll have a 3/3 on the board as well next turn. The Herald is not super exciting, although, I mean, we're going to get through for damage anyway. Yeah, I think we'll just do the Herald. And then we can use the Clutch of Currents if our opponent ends up playing like some giant Eldrazi and has to sack a lot of Scion tokens to do it. We'll definitely be in a good spot because of that. Ooh, Sky Spawner. Alright, that was a good hit. Yeah, our opponent and us would have had a great deck put together, I'm sure. I haven't even seen the rest of his deck, but Infiltrator and a Sky Spawner leads me to believe that he's got some of the real good blue cards that we wanted. Alright, so retreat. And so if he starts putting counters on something, this Clutch of Currents is going to be really important. Oh, he's just going to gain 2 life. Alright, so he's looking to start blocking. And that's a good sign for us. Ooh, this card is a good sign for us as well. I'm going to go ahead and do Clutch of Currents on his Infiltrator. And then we'll pick this last red land. And we can just attack in. Oh, and I didn't even think about it. It's a... He's got something. Oh, alters reap, so he's going to draw some cards and not take the 4 damage. Uh, but the land that is created is a devoid color, or uncolored creature. So it actually gets the pump from Ruination Guide. Alright, so we know that he has a Benthic Infiltrator because we put it on top of his deck. Alright, so life gain it is. I could see him possibly having, or probably having, like a Bone Splinters and doing some kind of blue-green sack deck, considering the fact that he's got Altars Reap already. Ferocious Null is really good in that deck. Maybe he started blue and moved into black-green. Alright, the Night Watch does not worry me too much. It will be a flyer with the retreat, though. Oh, maybe he's got his own Clutch of Currents for our land? Yeah. And we draw a land, too. So we'll just go ahead and attack him with the Infiltrator, and then play our flyer. Alright, so 4/5 flyer. The good thing is, unless he has like a Evolving Wild, he's not able to... Oh, Vampiric Rites? This guy's deck is awesome. Vampiric Rites, being able to sack a Scion token, given his Night Watch flying ability. That is gross. The Invoker is a really good draw for us. But that Night Watch is just gonna shut us down, pretty much. Yeah, with him gaining 2 life, he's gonna gain back every bit of life that our Infiltrator does. But the good thing is, if he doesn't draw something to kill our Invoker, we'll be able to just hopefully pick him off. Yeah, this is a definitely a long game we're going here. This might be one of those spots where I wouldn't feel awful siding in our aggressive red cards. Unfortunately, he can gain 2 life and draw 2 cards every turn with the Vampiric Rites, and he's making Eldrazi Scions, so he's got stuff to sack. But eventually, maybe he'll just deck himself, I guess. I'm surprised that at some point he hasn't been putting 1/1 counters on his Night Watch. We may just have to hope that we can deck him. That might be our only option. Otherwise, we maybe attack with our Windrider Patrol and then use our Invoker's ability to finish it off. Alright, so let's see. He'll probably put the Invoker back in our hand. If he does, we'll just activate it. We could definitely look to just kill his Merc Strider. I don't know that that's going to do enough, though. We need to keep pressure on him. We need to keep him doing the life gain rather than putting the 1/1 counters on the Night Watch, because that Night Watch will just get really big. Oh, he sacrificed the Merc Strider. He must have thought that I was targeting the Merc Strider. Otherwise, it doesn't really make sense why he did that. Okay, so this is decent. So we can play out our hand here. And then hold up Anticipate. See what he does. Gonna sack a creature, gain a life, draw a card. I just feel at some point he's gonna want to attack with that Night Watch. The only thing is, if he does, we can just attack in with our Windrider. Alright, so he's going to do the 1/1 counters on the Infiltrator. I just hope that it's too slow. Oh, geez. I probably should have anticipated in response to that, because another Benthic Infiltrator would have been amazing for us. Alright, so he's got another Merc Strider. And he's going to bring the Invoker back in our hand once again. He's seen 10 more cards than us. Or at least, well, I guess we've exiled 9 cards. Alright, so let's get this Anticipate going. I think we just go for the biggest card that we can. Incubator Drone and Kozilek Sentinel aren't really doing much for us, so we want to take the Channeler, because we can play the Channeler and the Invoker next turn anyway. He's not attacking through the ground. Oh, and there's another Channeler. So he knows about the Invoker, so it doesn't hurt to play it out. Alright, so another Tajuru Stalwart. So here we could do a creature or player, but he's just going to be able to sacrifice it and gain some life and draw a card. Alright, so he's going to draw cards. I can just hope that we can deck him. I want him to draw another card. He doesn't. That Vampiric Rites plus From Beyond is very, very good. And then, I mean, Retreat. I feel like the green Retreat is... I know a lot of people like the white one, and that one, it's very strong if you're in an ally deck. But the green Retreat is good in everything. As long as, I mean, the only unfortunate part is you have to be green. Alright, give me a Rune Processor. Ooh, yeah, we really need the Rune Processor now. Land. Alright, so let's see. If we attack with the Infiltrator, we bring him down to 3. Then if he puts nearly anything on the stack, we can use the Invoker. Otherwise, we go ahead and attack in. He can activate his Oran Reef Invoker, make it a 7/7, so he can basically take out anything. But we do have mana to activate our Invoker. So if he does his, then he can't really do anything. Actually, he could still sacrifice a creature, gain a life. If we attack with the Wind Rider, he has to sack something to give his Night Watch flying. We're going to lose our Wind Rider. He sacks Eldrazi Scion. He'd have 4 blockers. We would have... The Infiltrator will get through. He'll have 5 blockers, Night Watch on this. Mercstar probably on the Ruination Guide. Oran Reef on Kozilek's Channeler. He activates it, kills our guy. But if he activates it on the Channeler, then we just activate it back on him. feel like we're really close to an all-out attack. Because if he doesn't kill our Valakut Invoker, we could just kill him. I hope my math isn't wrong. This could be one of the stupidest things ever. Him playing his own Invoker is just really tough on us. Alright, so he's going to sack. And he sacks a Scion. We knew he'd do that. Whatever he does, he basically needs to make sure that he kills the Invoker. Okay. Now here's the question whether I need to activate our Invoker for sure. Or maybe not. If we don't activate the Invoker, we could play Kozilek's Channeler. Yeah, this is a complicated block. And he's got cards in hand, whereas we've got nothing. Or I mean, we've got a card, it's just not quite exciting. This is actually what I was really hoping that he would do. Because now he's going to have to basically activate here. And if he does, we'll just kill it in response with our Invoker. If he doesn't activate it, then we just kill his, and then we can kill his Night Watch also. Okay, he's going to sacrifice. That was expected. Because he's not getting anything out of it the other way. Okay, what did he just do? So he sacrifices Merc Strider too. And he's drawing cards like crazy, but he's not going to have much left. I'm just going to let this happen, and then because I can kill his Invoker and his Night Watch. Oh. Yeah, that was a really complicated block there. I mean, it does get our Infiltrator down, but he's down to 2 cards now. So at this point in time, we're looking at either decking him or winning by combat. I'm hoping that that infiltrator just is not enough. I mean, we can attack in here, though. He's got 5 cards in hand. So he's got stuff to do. He can build up his board again, unfortunately. Oh, gross. But attacking with the infiltrator, then he'll draw a card. He has to kill us his next turn. This is a crazy game. Oh, no. He should have done that before. He could have won. Yeah, if he had done the Rush of Ice... Oh, no, because, yeah, my guys were all tapped down. He could have done the Rush of Ice, attacked with this 3/3 and his Infiltrator, get us down to 5. Next turn, if he has a land, he plays the land, puts a counter on the Infiltrator, and wins. Actually, he doesn't even need to put another counter. He's got another Infiltrator. Alright, so we have 11 mana to work with, which is not enough, but the Rune Processor is going to be big. We'll give him back a forest, gain some life, which might just give us enough time, hopefully. And we can actually play our other channeler. Alright, he's down to 1 card. If he doesn't win it this turn, we win. Holy cows. That was an insane 27-minute game 1. Oh my god. Alright, so that happened. This is definitely a slower matchup. Like I said before, we could go ahead and bring in this more aggressive build. Otherwise, we look to possibly bring in like Dominator Drone, Mindraker, Silent Skimmer. This is going to be one of those matchups that goes long enough, it looks like, that we could do that. I actually think I like that better than the other option. I don't know that Dominator Drone really needs to be in it, though. What do we take out? Incubator Drones, probably? Now we just need to add in 2 swamps. Yeah, let's go for it. Holy cows, that was a tough one. Alright, we'll keep this. We only have 1 color, but we only have 1 color in our hand right now. There's the other one. Alright, let's start ingesting, boys. He's got all his color again. I'm gonna hold up the Spell Shrivel here. Man, imagine if the Eldrazi Sky Spawner had Ingest on it too. That card would be way good. It's already very good. I'm hoping he sacks a Scion and tries to do a 5 mana spell. Do something good. I think that's enough for us to get rid of. A 3-4 is going to be tough for us. So I'm going to play the Channeler here. Next turn we can do both of our Visage of Emrakul and Tightening Coils. And so we got rid of another Tajuru Stalwart. Rush of Ice with Awaken. Yeah, we definitely didn't get... Well, do we have Rush of Ice? We may want to look at doing that, because with this going long, it could be real important for us. Yeah, I might just turn his forest back into a forest. I guess technically it's a 4-second block, but we could also do it on the Sky Spawner. The opponent just has the most grindiest of grindy decks, it seems. Coastal Discovery. We didn't even... I don't think we even saw him play that in the first game. And we saw all but like... Well, I guess he had like 3-4 cards in his hand when the game was over. So we could just go ahead and do an all attack in and go for a race. He's got so many cards in his hand though compared to us. I think I keep the Channeler back. That way if he wants to attack in with the Swamp, that's fine. We will trade. Alright, Unnatural Aggression. It's one of the few times I've seen that card actually do a good thing. Alright, so he's going to return our Channeler. The good thing is that our Molten Nursery is actually going to kill his Sky Spawner next turn. I want to play the Channeler over the Infiltrator because of I want to have something to block his Swamp with. And next turn, we have lots of Devoid cards that are 3 or 2, 3, and 4 mana spells. So we could actually end up with a way to pick off the Merc Strider with our Molten Nursery. So if he attacks all in, we'll definitely try to trade with the Swamp once again. And then I guess basically just hope that we can pick off his Strider with the Molten Nursery. Retreat. He's almost got the combo online once again. Ooh, Windrider Patrol. It doesn't pick anything off, but it certainly is a decent draw here. Right now we have access to 5 mana, so we can play all of our spells. We'll try to pick off his Scion. He's probably just going to sacrifice it. Ooh, that was probably a mistake that he didn't do that. He could have draw a card from his Vampiric Rites. Alright, so he's going to need a removal spell for the Windrider quickly. Him going for life gain is a good sign for us. So on the ground, we're not going to be able to get through much. Ferocious Null is decent, but not having the Scion Maker definitely makes it worse. There we go. Alright, so we can play our Ruination Guide, killing his Druid. Otherwise, he can sacrifice it for a card draw. Once again, he did not. You know, it's just probably means more to him to be able to block. So here, I want to start the attacking. Being able to get up to a 4/4 on our Vestige of Emrakul is really important to be able to trade with the Swamp. Because before we could only do it with the Kozilek's Channeler. If this card, you know, it's really important to note that he can only sacrifice a creature and put the 1/1 counters on it as a sorcery. If it were at instant speed, that card would be... I think that green-black would definitely be one of the better options if you put that card in a spot where it could do that. Alright, get rid of his Benthic Infiltrator. And then we get to Scry. Ooh, we actually want both of these. I want to be able to get the Devoid creature out there first, just because it'll be additional damage. Ooh, so he's empty-handed. This is definitely a better situation than we were in last time. I'm close to wanting to attack with the Channeler. think we probably should. I like having it to be able to activate the Invoker when we play it next turn. But right now, with him having nothing in hand, we could have taken out 2 of his guys, but he'll just not take the hit, sacrifice it. But it does get rid of a card. Or it does get rid of a blocker. Alright, so Incubator Drone goes down. I'm going to put the mountain on top, and this just means that if he doesn't have a way to kill us or stop us from killing him. Alright, sweet, he doesn't. Whew! This is a grindy deck, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you do, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. We really do appreciate it. Thank you, everybody. This is Josh here from Basement Level Magic. See you later.